Hello, and welcome back to more Psychonauts 2. Last time we began the high roller stage here, and we got $2 gazillion. But apparently that's
Excuse
not
me,
enough
this
money.
isn't this. What is the name of this actual stage? I demand you find out right now.
I have no idea. How do you even check?
Just pause the game and go to the menu. So when you pause or not pause the sorry, the whatever is the thing that brings up the thing that lets you check quests, all that sort of stuff. So that's also another way to check your collectibles, specifically what tags you have. Oh, hey, was that the first tag? Speaking of tags, no, never mind. That was a figment. Oh, but I do see the luggage, which you do have a tag for.
Diamonds for the win.
Dang it, not again.
Oh, and there's the other two.
Doing here?
Losing.
So what are they betting on here? Is it just free entry? Because that's what we do.
Hearts is like a gazillion to one.
I don't know.
A gazillion to one, you say?
Hear me out. We could have completely avoided this section if we just helped that family out to get 2 gazillion. Hey, look, a figment!
Oh, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, this is the easiest of the bunch.
That's the last bet.
Oh,
So what
yeah,
was the thing you wanted me to check?
Just the name of the stage.
Where's the policy?
No. The last section. No. Other section. Other section.
You gotta be more
Other
specific.
section. LB. There you go. Hollis's hot streak.
As long as I'm in here, like,
Also,
what
what
do
is
I
it?
have
What
I
is
can
it?
upgrade?
Oh, because it's telling you can get another mental connection thing. I think you could only upgrade it the one time. Could you upgrade the one before? I don't know. Are you going to focus on
Definitely upgrading these
that
for
ASAP?
now.
These mental
Yes, because I want the rank 30 Dark Thoughts.
So if I'm not mistaken, that costs like 7, I think, to upgrade. Like I think the rank 3 one is like 5, and then the 31 is 7.
Prepare the patient for the
I
exam.
want to say. So be prepared to save up for sure.
I'm already doing that. Look, Posix, hi. What's up? How you doing?
Hold on, I'm curious. There's 2 evil figments. I want to see if you can get them. They're in the closet to the right of the entrance here. I don't know if you can enter it yet, though. Not that door. There's another door to your right. Well, yeah, get these figments, obviously, first. That door right there. Can you go in it yet? I
This
assume
one?
not. Oh, you can. All right, there's 2 evil figments in this room. They're at the top of the room. Oh, you can't get that. Yeah, these 2 here. These 2 were evil. I had no idea they were there. Never considered looking up here.
Okay, yeah, no, I would never have looked up here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a clever
so-
hiding place, but that's kind of the problem.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we can't 100% this stage yet. So, and by yet, I mean we won't be able to 100% it for a long time because you don't get that upgrade until nearly the end of the game.
That's where it came from.
Yes, I think you have to lose. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, because we're gonna gamble.
This evening.
Gambling!
Also, what the heck is this person supposed to be?
I'd like to join the winners club.
Good luck with that.
And they're off.
Of course, I have to do this at least once.
Coming up to the finish line. And it's Spade in full, taking the
Do you never win these?
That's weird.
You know what? I'll do all
I
3
never-
of them before the hearts.
Okay, I'd like to make a bet.
I assume if you just choose any of them, you lose, except for
Probably.
well, including heart. Also, what the heck is this person supposed to be?
Diamonds are a gambler's best friend.
Every time I look at it, I'm just like, they look like lemonade.
And they're off.
Not too sure.
Coming up to the finish line.
Oh, of course, clubs wins now.
Oh yeah, now it wins now.
Thanks, folks. That's weird. Most people usually win every time. Well, try again. Bye. Okay, that's the last bet. Runners to
Look,
your
at clubs has the like highest odds
that's the
too,
highest
or
bets.
lowest odds. Rather, it has the lowest odds, which means that you would get the most from it. I think is how this betting works.
It either means it's rigged so that you always lose, which would fit the stage,
Please leave all
or I am just out unlucky,
professionals.
which is also very likely.
And they're off.
Part of me wonders if there's like some sort of secret cutscene where you can actually correctly guess. Probably not,
Finish
but
line.
wait.
And it's Diamond Days.
Oh, look at that! The one I picked last time!
Every
Again!
time, we'll try again. Bye. Okay, that's the last bet. They're off. I'd like to make a bet.
Alright,
Sure.
bet on hearts,
Which runners
finally.
suit you?
I like how the one that you have to bet is the one for leaving her dialogue menu.
What? Haven't you seen the odds?
Hey, no one can lose.
Well, yeah,
forever.
the odds are a gazillion to 1, which means that we got
You
this.
got no hearts.
And they're off.
It's the exact same cutscene. Beautiful.
And it's Diamond Days for the win.
I have space just to
That's weird.
win it
Most
all.
people usually win every time. We'll try again. Bye.
And apparently
Okay,
doing that
that's the last
opens
bet.
up the back section for reasons
Yeah.
unknown.
Prepare the patient for the exam.
Oh, you know where I think that tag is, come to think of it? For the purse? I think it's when you get the black mental connection thingy, majiggy.
It might. I think you're right, actually. I remember there being a tag.
They also like to put like one figment, usually literally just one.
I have to do it.
Okay,
I am a
you're-
Joker.
Oh, hey, look at a
Okay.
figment.
Yeah, it worked out.
Ended up helping you by complete mistake.
Right, do they all
I assume
see
you're a
me
Joker to
like this?
everyone.
Maybe not hard.
Heart might see you differently. Wait.
Hey, how
Oh,
you doing?
maybe Heart sees you different?
Yes.
It literally sees you as a coach.
Yeah, checks out.
Well, it doesn't check out now.
Racers only.
Good
Well, maybe you
hustle.
shouldn't have opened the door after you lost. Or you. Well, actually, yeah, you lost, Clubs. You lost for us. Get out of here.
I'm visualizing my next victory.
When do you win? You only lost.
Hi.
Oh, sorry, I don't talk to jokers.
You really think we're a
Are
Joker?
you sure you should be racing?
My doctor told me I have to stay off this leg. But he's also my boss, and he told me that if I miss another race, I'll get fired.
That's what we
It's
call
okay.
a conflict of interest.
Ooh,
Well, you'd better get back
that's the
out there.
C word, Mayo.
Yeah, you're right.
What a conflict.
You can't change the
Of
system.
interest.
That's terrible.
For some reason, saying conflict of interest is considered a bad thing to say about people. I don't know why,
Why?
but apparently it is.
What if I raced for you?
Like if you say like, oh, these companies that are like
Yes, but
rivals in terms of like the competitors, right? If you say, oh, it's a conflict of interest to do this thing or whatever, I don't know. Apparently, it's a bad thing to say. It's very weird.
This is just something I need to do.
I'll do the race for you. Don't worry.
Oh, it didn't say
Oh,
anything when I
cheat.
connected the dots.
Don't cheat. Raz is good at cheating.
Race.
We're
Yeah, no, it
really
doesn't
good
do
at
that for. It doesn't do that for any of them, for the
I can do
record.
this on my own.
Aw.
I don't need anybody's help. I can't need anybody's help.
I hope that's not true, because I ask for help all the time.
First game says otherwise.
About what?
I always ask for help. You literally couldn't. Everybody's brain was missing.
TV.
Like, unless you count forward, which means, I guess, sort of.
His brain was intact, and he helped in the only place that he could.
But, you know, like, I'm
Jesus.
not holding that
Oh,
against
God.
forward at all. It's just...
That was a blood-curdling scream. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, doesn't he lose his mind at the end of the... Well, quote-unquote, lose his mind at the end of the first game?
Well, yeah.
Because
That's literally
he's-
how the game
because
ends.
he's
He
out-
loses his mind because he's outside for too long.
Yeah, and he's just like, who are you? What are you doing in my campgrounds? Now get! My favorite part about in Psychonauts 1 is the fact that, like, he tells you about that, and then when you, like, he tells you that, oh yeah, I'm as different disguises, don't tell anyone it's me. He's like, I might act and pretend this way, or whatever.
Oh.
But then he also tells you why, like, that he needs to be down there because of the battle against Maligula, essentially. but then, like, later on in the first game,
Life is more of a relay
he's like,
than a wind sprint.
he's like, yeah.
You need to know
Shoot, I
when
forgot.
it's
I lost
time
my
to
train of thought, but
pass.
it was essentially talking about how like
All I have to do now is place a bet on hearts.
Cruller never knows it's you, even though you keep saying it is, because his brain is all confused. And he tells you to keep his secret identity, despite the fact that he doesn't even
Yeah.
consider himself Ford Cruller when you're walking around the campsite.
Let me run this race for you.
I miss him.
You're still willing to do that?
He was in the trailers, Mayo. Why is he not popping up yet?
You rest that leg.
Is it because we're missing bacon?
I don't know. I didn't watch the trailers.
Guys, I'll put it on after.
I was
I
backing
saw-
the game. I knew I was going. Like the only trailers I saw was the ones that were shown at E3,
As long as I don't tell you.
which
who I
is,
bet
to be
on.
fair, is actually a decent
Yeah,
number of
I
them.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think that's actually where Ford was shown in one of those. Yeah, he's not shown in a lot of trailers. Or no, he's shown in... Actually, no, sorry. What I meant to say was I haven't seen a lot of trailers myself. I don't know why I said he's not seen a lot of trailers. He was actually shown to be in a lot of trailers, which makes sense, because if you're trying to bring back your old player base, you know, you're going to want to show off the characters that people know, and that's exactly what they did for the marketing, which was smart of them.
I'd like to make a bet.
Like, yes, they showed some new characters too, but they didn't really, as far as I'm aware, they didn't really show off anything
I gotta follow
like spoilery, or I guess.
You never learn, do you?
this time for
Nope.
sure.
I refuse to learn.
As a gambler,
Wow,
I never learn.
it looks exactly like art. But I really wish we were allowed to keep this bag all the time, just for the sake of like what it would do to clairvoyance.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a very basic 2D platformer race. Is it actually possible to lose this? I beat it the first time, so I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I screwed up a fair amount of times, and I still managed to win, so
Yeah. Well,
maybe?
you know what? If it's possible to lose, I think I'm gonna find out this time. I just got knocked way back.
I mean, that happened to me, and I still won. It happened like 2 different times.
Amazing! Back to the tried and true with Heart's Content. And it's
Again, I'm
Heart's
gonna assume you're
Content
guaranteed
in
to win.
first place. I don't believe this! A gazillion and one miracle, and you all got to see it. Even if you didn't win, you have to admit we're all winners here today.
Not me.
No, some people literally lost money.
No more races today.
Sorry, we broke after that. race.
Literally, you made us lose the only money we had.
Don't forget to tip your nurses, you cheapskates.
When the heck would you ever tip a nurse?
I don't know.
Like, genuinely? I don't think I've ever tipped a nurse.
And if that ever becomes a common practice, I will be terrified.
Why would it? They're literally a doctor's assistant. Like,
The High Rollers Lounge only
Triple
admits-
gazillionaires, of course. I would belong to no lesser club. Now, let me in before I call my
we're
expensive
the
lawyer.
prestigious
Phoenix Wright.
triple.
Well then.
Oh wait, sorry, no.
Please come
Phoenix
in,
isn't
sir.
expensive. He
If
straight up doesn't ask for
you're
money.
willing to take the risk.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still like in, like, you know, he's still an attorney after straight up just saying I don't need money to anyone.
I'm sorry.
Actually, no. He said he needed money. He said he needed money from Larry Butts, and that's it.
But he didn't pay him. Actually, no, he did.
Well,
he gave him like $30.
Yeah, he paid him like nothing.
That wasn't
That was
even for
the-
his trial.
That was like the one time he actually got paid. Nah, this is completely normal.
Yeah, completely normal.
Dude, completely normal. This happens in my brain all the time.
Oh yeah, every day. Even right now.
Who are you calling a bad idea? I am the sweetest of dreams. The spirit
We're calling
of
you the greatest
unbeatable
idea because I
optimism.
love gambling.
I am the
Oh, absolutely. Like,
victory of
can we just
hope
lose here over and over?
mathematics. I am the Lady Luctopus, but you can call me Lucky.
Hey, wait a
Well, we
minute!
know the
Isn't that the
cards.
name of the what's it called? The casino?
It might be. I don't know if you remember.
First
the
of
name.
all,
So much cooler when Sasha said.
First of all, Raz, you are not. This is not your creation. By technicality,
I mean,
this
it
was
kind of is.
created.
It was created out of the money and risk combination.
He caused it. It's not entirely his creation. It's not his mind. And secondly, why did you say, yes, it sounded cooler when Sasha said it, but it also didn't work when Sasha said it.
Can't get to our smelling salts. We can't leave her mind.
You forget, Raz is an idiot. Realistically, he has no reason to be a Psychonaut just because of that.
I mean, he's a kid.
He is, and
Well, that's what I mean. Like, he's a kid, so of course he's gonna be not the most brightest of people, you know?
But I wouldn't bet on it. I appreciate the gazillions you owe me.
Excuse me, I only bet on things, by the way, so, you know.
Feel like your streak is over.
Excuse me, my streak is never over. Clearly, you never saw the Majora's Mask LP.
absolutely. I kept on grabbing to one grab.
This car jail is really not cool.
I think this is a pretty.
I want to go to
good
car
boss.
jail.
Attention to that thing. It looks like a hole, but I assure
Surprisingly, I feel like
there are no holes on me.
most of the bosses in this game are actually pretty good by the standards of like platform game bosses. Which that's a very low bar, mind you, but still.
Oh. And I know it worked because the game lagged.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how, like, why the game shipped with these, like, stutter problems whenever it had to... Whenever it has to load something.
Apparently, they
It
just
tends
straight
to
up didn't know
happen.
about it.
No, you two get out of here before she cards you again. Try to
Yeah,
wake
which,
up Agent
I don't know, that doesn't even make any sense to me, but...
You sure?
It's me.
Yes, now beat it.
I mean, it's not a super common occurrence. It sounds like maybe one every few hours usually. It's...
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, the stuttering problem was mostly an issue I had when I first was started playing the game. It kind of subsided after a while.
I had the opposite problem. It barely showed up at first, and it got way worse later on.
Huh, interesting. Did you install it? Do you have an SSD?
I don't.
Because I installed on my SSD, which it could be one of those annoying issues where it's one of these games where you might have to run on SSD, otherwise you have those kind of problems. I know of only a few games that are like that, and I'm just gonna say never dedicate loading anything strictly to SSDs unless you're like Sony with the PS5, aka a console that comes with the SSD by default. But even then, you can buy
even then, like,
hard
they're
drives.
built for that.
Yeah, plus you could buy second hard drives still too, so they don't have to necessarily be SSDs. I wonder what would happen if you did that. If you like bought an HDD, put Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on it, and then played it on there, because they were saying how the SSD was the big reason why they were able to load the game the way they were, the segments. I'm curious. Somebody should do that sometime if it hasn't been done already. Like, check the loading of certain games on an HDD. Yeah, 'cause PS4 better accept HDDs, man. SSDs are pricey. You can get like a 3 terabyte HDD for the price of like a 500 terabyte, like a not terabyte, you know.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, my brain is getting confused. All these abbreviations.
Words hard.
Why did she scream in disgust?
Yeah, we didn't have discussing here. It's money and risk.
Now let's save the others.
Yeah.
We need to get back to the suite and help Sasha and me.
I wish like this is actually how you fought the boss. Like you had all the other words around, you had to connect them.
Got me there, Norma.
Honestly, kind of missed opportunity because I thought they were going to do something with that, but there's not.
Especially because
I
like,
mentioned
they
this-
never use it again after this.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like how in the last or not the last part, 2 parts ago in Hollis's classroom stage, I mentioned that it's not really a gimmick that's ever used after that stage, which is a shame because I like the idea of screwing around with people's thoughts. I kind of get it though.
Like, I get from a story perspective, like
Yeah.
it's unethical. It's just as a gameplay mechanic, I think it's neat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where'd everybody go? I still have you guys, right?
Nope. You'll never have me. I'm never gonna be your friend.
I can just go and get rid of them. I mean, all that happens is they pee their pants anyway.
True.
Hey, wait, are we stuck in a car?
I wouldn't say
How long has this been going on?
but not dead.
Hurry, you have to save Dogen's sister.
Tentacles of life.
Eventually.
Let's shock the system.
Which I'm surprised that you... Again, I'm very surprised you didn't even know that was Dogen's sister. I think it's because it's never brought up story-wise. It is genuinely like a one-off dialogue thing.
Looks like it's time to.
I guess it's not too important in the grand scheme of things, but we did also mention, too, this game unfortunately has a very bad habit of, like, being... it's pretty obvious that they weren't fully... sure, like, you know, they weren't fully knowing that they were gonna have a sequel, despite the fact they had an open ending in the first game where it could work for either whether or not there, you know, a sequel is possible or not. It could go either way.
This town is.
I wouldn't say the first game had inherent sequel bait. Like, it has the potential to have a sequel, but at the same time, like I said, they could have just gone away with, oh yeah, you're a Psychonaut now. You're just helping them do their job. It's whatever. But it works either way.
Oh, hey, that reminds me of a funny...
Hey, I wanted to hear that. How dare you?
You better tell us about this once we get out of the mental world.
Dang it!
Okay, you can actually borrow my board for a whole week for that shot. Woo!
You two go help the others. I just have one last thing to do.
I mean, I'll be honest, I could just get a plank of wood and put levitation balls on it. I mean, your skateboard already looks like that as is.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to finish.
Also, I just want to say, for using smelling salts, they're not really, like, affected by it. For anyone who doesn't know, smelling salt is supposed to be, like, very potent.
You can kick me out.
Like, that's
it's
the
supposed to
reason you're
help
supposed to
people.
use it.
Yeah, because it's literally supposed to help people that are unconscious, which is exactly what you're doing here, so...
Degree. Go.
Not yet.
You can just shoot from there, yeah, I was going to say, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
We're getting the order of operations.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why?
I'll have
Destroy me.
no too. You could drop in there and punch it. I just shot it from above.
Answer to all your problems. All your problems.
Once
It's
again,
true.
she's
Gambling.
right.
Gambling is the answer to all my problems. She is correct.
Back here again.
What the? Who put this here? It's all wrong. It's all
Me.
wrong.
I put it
Tear
here.
all down.
I mean,
What are you
technically,
doing
she
here?
did herself.
Can't see
We just
this.
helped. That was your argument
Agent
before, right?
Forsyth, hold on. I can explain.
Yes.
This is actually... This is all my fault. I used mental connections
Nah.
to
Ah,
change
yeah,
some
yeah,
things in
nah,
your
nah.
mind, to make some new
Nah,
connections.
we're innocent.
I didn't
Now
know
let's go
that.
back to gambling.
Gambling.
I'm sorry.
Gambling.
Explains everything. I knew I wasn't this stupid. I mean, I have a degree in mathematics, you know?
Well, you better. You're a doctor. Or nurse.
I thought I was.
She's probably smart enough to be a doctor, given how she gave like a
Turns out
psychology
my only
report that was
problem
stolen.
Was you.
Wait,
It's very weird how she doesn't seem to care that much,
you're right.
Just
despite
right
the
here.
fact that, yeah, except for like right here.
I did it.
The legit doesn't hold a good. No, she's the person that should be the most upset.
And very idea of what it means to be a psychonaut. I guess I'm not ready for this after all. I'll pack up my stuff.
Raz, you wouldn't say this if this was the first game.
You
Oh, absolutely
don't
not.
need
I feel
to do
attacked.
You're right. I don't even
Although
have
the first game he had Russian Bear guy.
Just go.
No,
It's clearly two different games.
you're right about violating trust.
Sure.
What you did was wrong.
I kind of
Very
miss
wrong.
Mikhail because I want to know. I just want to know what the hell he's talking about.
I just want to know like all the kids on like maybe getting all them back would have been out of the question, but like
Only
the only
person
one we
who
have
went
coming
on
back
this
is Lily, and that's it.
I couldn't put them right again. They had
I
to
feel like
follow
if
the
anyone's gonna
Psychonauts
come
to
back,
undo
should
what
be
I
someone like
did.
Dogen because
That's
his
when I
sister's
met
literally here.
Truman Zanotto. He
Yeah.
taught me how to apply my
You know what I
powers
mean?
in a responsible
Well, yeah, and his family's just generally tied to the plot of the game. So yes, he should be here, but he's not.
Not
Yeah,
here to fix
exactly. It's very bizarre that he's
fight
not.
their own demons. The ones they already have.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
You're not at camp anymore, Raz. People could
We're
live
like
or die
give or
on
take
this
30 miles from
mission.
camp.
The mission.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, another achievement.
Also,
No one to fold him.
ooh, nah, I don't know when to fold him. Anyways, let's gamble.
Gambling, gambling, gambling. There's no such thing as too much gambling.
And gather round, class.
Where did you...
Did you
But
not
there
hear
is
the
such
first
thing
I
as
said
too
about
little
zipping it?
gambling.
Stand by
So I
for
need to go and
instructions.
gamble right away.
Shoehorn, dustpan, this is teacup.
Precisely.
Shoehorn, I reversed the main fan.
I saw the
Let it
texture
push
load
you
in.
back down the vent and then climb into
It
the
happens rarely, but it
Yeah,
does.
like it does, and when it
Move
happens, it's
forward and
really
take 2
noticeable.
consecutive rights. You'll be able to drop down directly into the office from that spot.
Teacup,
Dustpan,
tell the guards you're a
contractor.
I do wonder like how it works on PS4 and Xbox, especially PS4, because apparently that's the most unoptimized version.
53. I have the real
Unsurprising.
Oh yeah, no, like of course it's not like Double Fine's owned by Xbox. Of course they're not going to focus on PlayStation.
I wasn't even thinking of that per se, but that is a good point.
Entering the office.
This is Dustpan. I'm sweeping the guards out of the
I was more thinking of like how,
Operational.
what's it called, like Cyberpunk. If you remember that mess when that game came out.
Well, yeah, but Cyberpunk was an issue on PS4 and Xbox. It was just an issue on PlayStation.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that much. I thought it was just an issue, like, period.
Like,
Potentially.
Teacup, this is a
I'm in position and have a visual on the north.
And my like
So
PlayStation
why-
version isn't atrocious or anything like it. It's basically like what the PS2 version of the original is. Like, it's playable by all means, and if it's the only way you can play the game, then fine. But
I've never heard anything bad about the PlayStation version. Is it actually not of the original game? Is it actually not good?
no, it is. It's really bad. Like I've been
can
over
see
this
that-
with you several times. It has several basic issues.
I just don't remember, probably because I've never played it on PS2, and I, well, obviously don't have a reason to.
There doesn't seem to be any
Um,
path to the North Tower from here.
Yes, I'll
And
just-
annoyingly enough, the PS4 version uses PS2 as the base,
Everything I
so it
do
has all the same
is
errors.
grinding.
I mean, it
Honest
probably
things?
uses it at the base as the base because it's literally on a Sony product and it probably has a
Well,
similar
but it's
infrastructure.
not even that. It's because it's on PS2 for PS4, which again we've been over in this LP. Gosh darn it, game! You had one job.
Penthouse?
You just ruined all of the tension game. Terry.
I know, right?
Up is more my thing, right?
So, what's with all the octopus imagery, considering we just left an octopus stage?
Because that's literally what this place is. This is Lady Luck. You know how you just fought Lady Luctopus? It's literally the name of the casino is the Lady Luctopus, I believe.
I completely missed that.
I am. Don't worry.
If anything, it's weird that Lady Luctopus is inside her brain because that's this place. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. That part's weird to me, kind of.
Anytime.
Uh-oh. More anti-side.
So, have you ever missed invisibility before? 'Cause I am now. Visibility, please. Where are you?
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, why didn't they? Again, I know that invisibility didn't really have many uses, but
I mean, like all the abilities had uses at least.
Yeah, like at least a singular nice use, but it's just, I don't know. It's a weird omission.
Yeah.
It's a weird omission to me, mostly because like all your other abilities you keep.
I think that about explains it.
I really have to get one of those.
That's probably.
It's just because like a lot of the abilities that were added for the sake of combat. Like I feel like invisibility would have been more useful than something like clairvoyance.
Yeah, clairvoyance is. I like clairvoyance from.
I like clairvoyance.
Fun...
It's just like I was saying, like a lot of these were picked for combat purposes mostly.
Yeah, like clairvoyance is fun in the sense of it's cool to see like things from the perspective of others, like creatures and whatever. Like that's it.
I have no idea what this is, and I don't complain.
The power of whale. Didn't you hear?
Yeah, I heard it. I just don't know what I'm looking at.
It's literally like her family has deep connections with talking with animals, therefore here's an animal. And I don't know why whale was the first thing that came to her mind, but it, you know, it worked.
I felt a lot of psycho synergy there.
That's not a word.
It is now.
It is. If we say it's a word, then it's a word.
Get in. I'm sending you to the penthouse.
It's so weird that they... Oh, I guess it makes sense to bring Raz on the job, I guess, but it's also still like kind of weird to me in a way, because he literally did something you're not supposed to do as a Psychonaut, which is like screwing with someone's mind.
Seriously, even if you were going to keep him around on the intern program, like you would think like at least like keeping him off of this mission would be an acceptable punishment.
Everyone is mad at him too, like all his higher ups.
Oh yeah,
like,
everyone is mad.
Mia's pissed. Literally everyone is mad. So it's like
everyone except for her, yeah. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to burn this.
She's kind of mad.
For a moment, then she completely lets it go.
She's mad. Well, she's mad in the home base, but for some reason she acts like nothing was a problem here. And it's only because she experienced the same thing once, because she did a dom when she was... Except she was an adult. Raz is a kid when he did it. If anything, it actually shows how powerful of a sidekick Raz is, if you think about it.
Yeah, and the fact that he was actually able to fix the problem himself.
Yeah.
Instead of needing someone to come in.
Yeah. The head of Psychonauts at that, so... At least at the time. I don't know if Ford is ever considered to be the head of Psych. I think he was considered the best psychic. That's it. Yeah, he was just considered the best psychic is all, right?
Like, he was one of the founders, but that doesn't necessarily mean he was one of the leads.
Yeah, I just think in the first game they say he was like the best psychic known to man or something. And then his brain was shattered in a mind duel with Maligula.
This makes sense.
I wonder what this could mean. I don't
know, but I got an achievement. High Roller Revelations. Also, hi Flamingo.
Like how they're showing this now as if you're going outside. Which you aren't, are you? Actually, do you appear outside?
I don't think I do, although I do get to go outside pretty soon.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be going out. Well, they had this cutscene.
These books are pseudoscience mumble jumbo.
There's nothing in these papers that identifies.
You're literally a psychic, and you're complaining about pseudoscience.
Who?
Nick.
I think that's the joke, though. To be fair,
sure. Yeah.
It has to be connected somehow.
But how could he kidnap Truman if he was in a box, brainless?
Good point.
What is up with the musical cues here? They're driving me insane.
By the way,
They're like just a little bit off sync. Like I hear it now too.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like it didn't sound right. Like what?
Like I know what they're going for, but
Great job, everybody.
I like how they have to
Regroup in my
manually
classroom
like
for mission
levitate people
debriefing.
away.
I guess
Telekinesis
they're
them.
harassing it to get him stuff back up.
And I'll take a closer look.
Well, it's because they don't know how to. None of them know how to actually levitate.
I just don't know who to trust anymore.
I know I should show this to the others, but I want to talk to Lily about it first.
You're literally a psychonaut, or you are. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You are supposed to be a psychonaut.
You're a psychonaut intern.
Well, like I said, he was supposed to be a psychonaut. If you go by the word of Kroller, which you know,
Apparently
as
means
a bacon
nothing,
lover.
as this game has shown us.
Well, I get their thought process. The dude lost.
Oh yeah,
his
no, the
mind
guy's
in
crazy.
battle. Yeah, like
Like,
literally,
anyone that played the
he
first
is
game is going to be
crazy.
painfully aware of that.
Yeah, like he is crazy unless presented with bacon,
Yeah, then he's totally
which is
sane.
understandable. Nah, he's crazy. What is it? He's crazy unless he's near like a huge titanium deposit or something.
And big.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of titanium here. I feel like he would be.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stable.
He'd be more than fine.
Well,
There's more
maybe not
titanium here than there was back at camp.
Maybe he wouldn't be completely stable because he had this like huge, like you know, that asteroid that fell on the camp is where he was staying to keep sane. So I could actually understand to an extent maybe he wouldn't be a completely normal person here, but I feel like he wouldn't be completely like insane like he is in like the first game where he's confused or he doesn't even know that he's himself when you're in the camp.
I want to talk to Sasha, but first I need to show Lily what I found at the casino. I'll catch up with Mia after I show Lily what I found at that creepy...
Hey, can I go anywhere?
Yep. Oh.
No. Actually, I don't know.
Okay. Fine. Hey, Lily, check out what I found at the casino.
Oh, probably not. I mean, to be fair, everything opens up kind of after this. Well, after two more major cutscenes. Then at that point, it's like, welcome to free roam time.
Yeah, basically.
Rasputin, may I speak to you for a minute?
Oh, but...
Nope.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay.
Also, he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, oh, yeah. See, I went there to go to speak to Sasha. The game said no, so I went over here. And then they dragged Sasha. It's all the way back to Sasha's lab anyway. How does that work?
Yes.
I can explain.
If anything, I'm surprised he didn't just bring him straight to his lab. Like, hey, look, we need to talk. You screwed up. I literally told you to not do stuff like this.
Hey, it's the opening of the original game.
Do you remember this place, Rasputin?
Now, this is how they should have made the collective unconscious look like in the original
A
game.
shared portion of all human psyches.
I thought this might be a good place to talk about the incredible access we Psychonauts have, and the trust that goes with it.
I know. I really messed up.
Nah, I don't trust anyone.
You thought you could manipulate another person's mind to bend their will to your own. There are few things worse, Rasputin.
I trust no one,
Seems to feel you
not
learned
even
your lesson,
myself.
and that no further consequences are needed. I think she's being too lenient. Next time you find yourself in someone's
She's also the affected
mind,
party,
it occurs to you to
and she's
overreach
your
your
superior.
boundaries, use this.
Smelling salts?
These will cause you
Smelling
to exit the brain
salts.
immediately before
He had
anything
a really bad
happens.
case of dirt bite there for a second. I don't know if
Also
he's...
use this place to return to some of the mines you've already visited,
They
of
do,
course, if you feel there is some unfinished business there. Use the smelling salts when you feel ready to leave.
So yeah, this is more or less the game being like, alright, you're free to do whatever now. Kind of.
We've got the collective unconscious back. Oh, and I got another achievement. Young at heart. Smelling salts. Smelling salts can be used to break the astral connection to a mental world in order to return to reality. When you are ready to exit the collective unconscious, open the pause menu and select Exit Brain. +1 smelling salt. Yeah, you can go to click the Exit Brain pause menu. So I can go to
Why did you
Casino
even
and
put
Lovato.
+1? Why'd you even put +1 smelling salt? Yeah, and let's be honest, Mayo, there's no reason to come back here essentially until the way end of the game.
Basically, yeah. Like, unless you're... Like, this
To
isn't
be
like
fair,
the first
the
game where you
first
would use it a lot.
Psychonauts was exactly like that too.
I don't think the first game was quite that bad with it. I feel like there's a little more incentive to go through midway.
Yeah.
The note I found at the casino was really
No one will ever know.
I should go to Truman's office and talk to Lily about it. Hi, Sasha.
Rasputin?
It sounded like Crawler.
A little bit.
Let's go back into his mind.
You can use
Like
the brain
Lovato
power to
kinda
go
did.
back into his mind, but I don't think you'll find anything we didn't find the first time.
I'll let you get back to the interrogation. Sorry I can't help.
You've done a lot, Rasputin.
So surprisingly, you kind of have more use, like more of a use for the brain tumbler in this game to actually go back into the collective unconscious. You don't have to still. You could still go into someone else's mind and teleport that way. Yes, the teleport bug does appear. We're probably not going to see him till way later, so I'm just mentioning.
Are you worried about Truman?
To be honest, I've never seen him like this before. But he's very tough, and he has his fearless daughter in there now taking care of him.
So can you ask the important question here, please?
Oh, I'm asking every question.
I need to know the important one.
Dripping with resentment and a fishy smell.
That's the caviar. Great job on the casino mission, Dustpan.
Not so bad yourself, Egg Beater.
Ah, well, you know.
Now I know you would never tinker with my mind like that, darling, because I would levitate you to the moon.
Understood. Is it pronounced
That's what we call
Mila
thumbnail.
or
Finally.
Mila?
Well, it's short for Camila, you know? But when I first started here, Sasha mispronounced it, and I thought it was so cute. I didn't have the heart to correct him, and now I kind of like it, darling.
Well, I'll
So
stop.
yes, my question was answered. I don't remember if I asked this in the romp crew or in the LP, but I remember explicitly being like, "Is it pronounced Mia or Mila?" Or,
Because like they
or
clearly
Mila,
pronounce it,
or one-
but I've never seen a name before that's spelled like that where they say Mia. That makes no sense. And yeah, no, apparently it's not supposed to be said like that. It's just Sasha screwed up the pronunciation, and she said, "You know what? I kind of like it." So this is my name now.
I like how you lagged out during that entire explanation to the most important question in the entirety of Psychonauts for me.
Yes. That's actually talk about it a little bit before I do any more.
Yes, I'm glad it was. I like how they say it's Mia in the first game, but they decide, you know what, screw it, it's both. Both are correct.
I'm hoping not to find out. It's
Actually, technically, what you're saying is incorrect by saying Mia.
There's a psycho-isolation chamber here?
Yeah.
That is her name.
On the other side of the quarry. Now, where did that rat go? Harold!
Hey, Adam. Thanks for helping me out with those security drones.
Well, thanks for giving
Here,
me a
oh,
third
yeah, the
dimension.
thing showed up for
I owe
a
you
couple
big time.
seconds.
If Lizzie or any other interns give you a hard time, you come talk to the big dog, yeah? You're right, kid.
They really don't like the idea of having to be the pants. Okay. Noted.
Okay. We're even now?
Honestly, they're probably more scared of you knowing the fact that you can actually just screw with people's minds. I feel like if they could have done, like if they could do it, they would have done
We
it.
no longer look like the kid without their clothes. To most of them.
Ooh, she thinks we look cool. Or he? She? Not she.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna talk to everyone, right? Just 'cause, like, I don't have that much time with this part, but I at least want to get all the interns.
Be a rank riser, not card miser.
I want to be a card miser.
Brand new mental connection pins available.
Pins are they're even. Here, blame. I mean, as much as I love this one, it's really pointless. So, okay, this one definitely.
Is your net done lagging? I think it is. Thank God.
Okay. Net, and like.
I think I spoke a second too soon.
Good thing you bought that now. I was just
Yeah, I'm doing it.
the price. That choice
I
says
have
a
to.
lot about you. Thanks
Oh,
for
Pinhead!
Automatic.
Nice. Also, you lagged out like crazy, but I think it's safe to assume you got the bobby pin.
Absolutely.
Probably just saved a life.
I love it, but at the same time, it screws with dialogue, and I really hope it doesn't do that too bad in the LP.
He has a clairvoyance symbol. Why can't he use clairvoyance? Oh, that's my collection. That's why.
Almost.
You didn't see that.
I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
He always just sees you as bacon, or sees bacon rather, not you as bacon.
Yes, bacon. Bacon.
I don't know why it always has a clairvoyance over him, and I thought it was important, but it really isn't. Like, I don't get it. And she sees you.
Still a mole.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And no one's.
Hey, let's go talk to that one dude. He said if anyone gives us trouble, you know.
Hey.
She thinks we're the
mole.
mole.
Yeah. Hey, we're over here.
Go beat her up. We're innocent.
Anyone giving you trouble?
Nah.
Liar!
Okay, tough guy. Good to know.
It's BS. We're being called a mole by one of the other interns. The mole.
Yes.
Psi cards piling up. Turn them into Psi challenge markers with a Psi core from the Automatic.
The others, I only saw 4 of them. I don't know.
Be a rank riser, not card miser.
Okay, Otto, I get it. Thanks.
Psi core from the Automatic.
He just needs you to know.
Yeah, I know.
Never stop
Don't be a
anytime
card
you walk
miser.
into a
I get it.
Access granted.
Oh no.
I had to come down here at least once. Hey, how you doing? TV? Yeah, that's cool.
Mail.
TV?
I will learn it eventually.
Package.
I love
TV?
TV. TV.
Airmail? What's he see as?
I'm just surprised
the
they have
mailman.
more than hacky sack and what's it called? TV.
Insufficient postage.
This is the okay.
Address unknown.
Taking that one. Don't want to forget it this time.
Oops.
And there's card, and I saw one of those full rank ups. Ah! Oh, don't be back this time. Not if I don't have to, which I don't. There's another card. Neato.
Side challenge markers are like a
And yeah, I'm gonna sell. Rip. Well.
I'll take that card. Yep.
I don't think there's much left to do in this part anyway. Double checking for the other interns.
Hey kid.
They weren't over here. Wait, well here's one of them. It's with Oleander.
Hey, since my mentor is still out of commission,
Back off.
TV.
Boss. This one's mine. Now then, where were we?
Do you have anything to say? Just clairvoyance. Okay, still a squirrel. And still a soldier. Well, okay then.
you don't understand.
Objectively correct. Okay, where's last intern? I need to find you. Yo, sending messages. I can't read them. Looks like Discord did a hard crash because of internet being bad. I'm not gonna look for the last one. She's around somewhere. Maybe I'll find her next part. Maybe not. Till next time, I'm all just toast and all that. Goodbye.